If you're working on creating a portfolio to land a job as a data analyst, you've probably asked yourself, where can I find good data sets? As someone who transitioned into the field from a non-technical background, it was essential for me to have a portfolio to get into the field. This meant creating projects to showcase my technical ability. Today, I'm going over the best places to find data sets for your projects. And stay until the end to learn an easy and simple way to create a portfolio to host those projects. Let's dive in. First, let's look at Kaggle. Kaggle is probably one of the most popular places to find data sets, and it's a great option. There's tons of data sets submitted by all sorts of people. I will say some of the data sets can be a little funky sometimes, so sometimes you have to hunt for a good one. Sometimes the data isn't clean, or it's just sort of a mess and it's not easy to work with. Sometimes it's just not good data at all. Unclean data can actually be a great way to flex your data cleaning skills, but it has to be something that's workable and something that's interesting. It might take a bit of time to find a data set that works for you, but there's lots of options in there. Government websites. Government websites often make data open to the public, and they're a great place for some interesting topics. Data.gov is a really great resource, so is census.gov. But even your local government might have some really cool data to work with. I can't speak for every local government, but I know that here in Arizona, there's some pretty cool local government data that they make open to the public. You can download these data sets and do whatever you want with them. I like this kind of data because it's super relevant and it's actually pretty interesting. So definitely check out some government data. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way to helping the channel. Thank you. BuzzFeed's GitHub page. So BuzzFeed has a GitHub repository full of data that they've used for articles, research, and just content they've created. They decided to make this open to the public, and there's lots of stuff there to work with. Some of it is a little bit dated, but it is some really good project material. Next, let's look at Tableau Public. Tableau Public's website has a resource page full of sample data. This is where you can find the famous Superstore dataset, but also lots of other fun and popular data sets. Even if you're not using the data for Tableau, it's just great data that you could use for any project. I've used a bunch of these and they're honestly pretty solid. And finally, Maven Analytics. Maven is a great place for learning data skills, but it's also a great place to find some data to use. Their data playground has dozens of awesome data sets to use. These will stretch you a bit too because it's not always clean data, and they do that intentionally in order to stretch your skills a little bit. They want to make it challenging. I've used a few of their data sets before and they're pretty great. On their website, they even come with a set of questions for recommended analysis to help you get started with your project, which is an awesome thing to do. And lastly, they even have the Maven Showcase to host a portfolio totally for free. It's a really easy way to get a simple portfolio up and running. If you're going to create projects, you've got to have a place to host them. This is a great alternative to something like GitHub, which honestly is a little clunky in my opinion. You should have a GitHub, but I think it should operate as an extension of your overall portfolio rather than being the landing page itself. Also, if you're looking for a landing page style portfolio that's a little more personalized, a little bit more in depth, I created a step-by-step video on exactly how to do this. I'll link it in the description below. Hope this was helpful, everyone. If it was, feel free to like and subscribe. Get out there and create some projects, and I'll see you in the next one.